So in this video, I'm gonna explain how to drain and refill the tranny fluid in a 2009 Chevrolet Bolt. Some tools you're gonna need: 10mm socket, 7/16 wrench, 14mm socket, a couple of extensions, pop rivet, plastic pop rivet tool, sockets for whatever type of wheels you have, and then I used a 9/32 nut driver on an impact wrench to remove all the shield screws, plus jack stands and jacks, however you plan on jacking up your car. The first thing you're going to need to do is get your bolt as level off the ground as possible, just high enough that you can work underneath it. Also, you need to remove the driver's side wheel, however you feel that you want to do that. Mine's a little bit janky, but I trust 4x4s, so you do your thing. First thing you're gonna have to do then is remove this whole plastic shield that covers the whole front third of the car. It has a bunch of 9/32 screws, and there's about 5 10mm bolts at the back and 2 plastic pop rivets. Once you get that shield off, I kind of just slid it towards the back of the car. There's actually a total of 18 of those 9/32 screws and 7 10mm bolts, and then 2 of those pop rivets to remove that plastic shield. Next, you want to remove just the front half of the passenger side fender liner, and then you're going to kind of bend it around so you have access to the 14mm fill nut inside. I forgot to mention earlier, you're going to need a 10 or a T15 Torx bit, and then that plastic pop rivet tool also to remove this. Well, there it is, kind of moved out of the way. There's a total of 8 of those T15 screws and 1 plastic pop rivet. Then you need to get yourself 2 drain pans. There is 1 drain plug right there in the center of the screen. That's on the passenger side, and then on the driver's side, there's the other one right in the center of the screen. You're gonna need to remove those. They'll take that 7/16, and that will drain your transaxle fluid. And then just let it drain until it's no longer dripping. While this is going on, we're going to go up to the top side and open the fill plug. Okay, to remove the fill plug, you're going to have to look inside, and then up high over right in the center of the screen right now, there's a blue plug. I painted it blue so you could see it, but that's the plug that you're going to be removing to fill it. Now, I found the best way to do it is grab yourself a double long extension with that 14mm socket, and that's easy to reach then, and it's a straight shot. So I'm just going to remove that plug now. So there's that 14mm plug removed. If we go up inside, you can see kind of right in the center of the screen right now is where that fill plug is. So once we put our drain plugs back on, that's where we're going to fill from. So the funnel that I'm using to fill it is the Mejju funnel 10704 from Flow Tool. I got this from O'Reilly's. It has the funnel, and then it has a long, approximately 16-inch hose with a cap at the end. That way you can feed the hose through the top down to the fill plug in sideways, and you can push it in nice and tight, and it won't leak when you're filling it. So here's the funnel up on top. I already fed the hose down through and inserted it right into the hole. It's kind of right in the center of the screen. It's hard to see because the hose is clear, but the tip of that hose is right inside the fill plug. Okay, so before you start filling, make sure you get that plug back put in and nice and tight. I use thread sealant on it just to prevent leaks in the future. Make sure you get that second one over here also tightened up, and then you're going to want to open this one up here. It's a little bit farther up. It's right kind of directly behind the current fill plug or drain plug. You want to pull that plug off, because that's going to be where, when you start filling it, when that starts overflowing out of that hole down into this drain pan that you're going to leave here directly underneath it, then you know it's full. I am not going to pull this plug, and I'll explain in the description why I am not doing it for this particular maintenance. And then after you get that fluid level plug pulled, you can start filling it. This is the Mobil 1 Synthetic HP is what I'm using. It should take between like 2 3/4 quarts approximately. So then just start filling, and then just pay attention once you get to the end of the close to the end of the 3rd quart. Just watch down below, and once it starts dripping, you know you're full. Okay. Again, once it starts dripping, then go back up and put that plug back in, your level plug, and don't forget to go up on the top side and put in your fill plug also. And then at this point, you're going to want to kind of half assemble it. You leave the guards off and stuff, and then you want to go drive the car until it's warm, and then bring it back up and jack it back up, and then open that fill plug to see if it still is dripping out slowly, or if you need to add more. And if you need to add more fluid until it starts dripping again, that's what you need to do. And then after you double check that, then put everything back together. Start with your fender liner first, because the bottom guard screws underneath that, or on top of it, I'm sorry. And then the bottom guard, then your wheel, and you're finished. Not too bad a job. Takes me about a half hour or so to do it, so it's not too bad a job. Good luck. Look in my description for more detailed instructions also. Have a good day.